My name is Andrey, and today my video is about Shark aircraft. Shark is a small single-engine piston ultralight airplane with manufacturing in Slovakia. The owner of this manufacturer in Slovakia is Vladimir Pekar, and I arrived to his facility especially today for shooting this video. I was in Slovakia in late January 2022, so you can see the weather is not perfect, but it is what it is. I really appreciate help from Vladimir to shoot this video because he explained me everything about this airplane. He showed me his manufacturer, he showed me how they build this aircraft, and he actually gave me demo flight on this airplane. I hope you will enjoy this video. But the main reason why I decided to shoot this video about Shark airplane is because of Zara Rutherford, the lady, young lady, 19 years old. She flew around the world on this airplane back in August 2021. She flew and she crossed 52 countries in 155 days. It's outstanding result, and she actually beat the previous Guinness record. Right now, she's the youngest lady in the world who flew around the world on a small single-engine piston airplane. Meet the Shark and enjoy this video.
Please give me black and white TV.
Actually, I'm not kidding, the seats is super comfortable. It's actually a lot of things I can see the first time in aircraft. Hello guys from Slovakia, the place called Senica, and I'm here on Shark Aero. Can you tell me a little bit more about the airplane? What we can see here, what the main idea, the performances, characteristics, and so on, and maybe some history behind the airplane.
Shark is very light, small aircraft, all composite downwing tandem seating. It's designed according European ultralight rules, where in the past was limit 450, 470 kilo. Now it's moved to 600 kilograms maximum takeoff weight. Empty weight of the aircraft is about 350 kilo.
Okay.
And there was as well strict limit about the stall speed. Now it is not so critical. And generally this two limit in the past was very strictly defining what you can do and what you cannot do.
Okay.
Especially stall speed, even the weight. So we designed the aircraft on the limits of this category and let it provide as much performance as possible, but it still comply with the rules about the stall speed and the weight.
Okay. So it's easy for certification purposes, right?
You have to follow rules, that's all. Yeah. So otherwise, if you don't do it, you have problem with the selling, with the certification, with everything. There is a lot of aircrafts which should have to be ultralights, but they are too heavy, and then they find it's too heavy. What we will do, and they are doing something, but in reality. The ultralight market is in Europe big and strong, and you have exactly know what you go to sell and to whom. If this is not clear, you have problems.
Okay. I see.
So we was strictly focused to ultralight category, and we try to design the best aircraft in the world in this category.
Okay.
So let it is fast. Let it is comfortable, safe, let it is nice. We said it must be sexy, it must be
attractive, like beautiful.
Pilots have to fall in love with it.
Okay.
This was the target with the aim. And we think we did good job.
Okay, what was behind the idea? When you start this aircraft?
Here was a company running composite production of composite parts for like supplier. Our biggest customer was Diamond Aircraft. So
really?
we produced for them, I think, 14 or 17 years parts for Diamond. We was the biggest supplier for Diamond. 200 people was working here.
On this base.
Yes, 5-6 tons of parts every month. We was the biggest in Europe, like independent supplier for in this category. Producing one set per day for DA40 and one set per day for DA42. So 400 aircraft. We was producing small parts, not fuselage wings, but stabilizer, elevator, flaps, ailerons, seats, motor cowlings, plenty of small parts. This finished in 2008-2009 because of the crisis.
Okay.
Markets then dropped down to 10%. 1 year they sold 500 aircrafts and next year they sold 50.
Okay.
So they cut it the suppliers, and that time we already started developing of Shark. We was working on it already 2 years. And for me it gives the most sense to save maximum what we did in the years to continue with Shark. So from 2009 I'm fully focused to Shark. We do nothing else, just Shark.
Who was an inventor for this aircraft? Is it your idea or it's like a group of people?
We was managing the project. We was the owner of project in the company, but I hired the engineer like chief designer. It's Czech, Dostál from Hodonín. Is close here, 30 kilometers. We worked with him in the past. Relations was very good. And he, for me, is one of the most experienced designers of the light aircraft in the Czech Republic. Yeah?
Cool.
Czech Republic is really very special in the world because Czech, together with Slovakia, some years was producing 50% of the world amount of the light aircrafts. 50%. Two small countries. And Jaro is one of the best. Yeah?
Okay.
So he was chief designer. He made the general ideas, general calculations, layout of the aircraft. He is half artist, so he can do it as well nice. He has feeling about the shapes. So Shark is beautiful, and this is Jaro.
Okay.
This is Jaro. But I'm engineer with 2 points straight line. Yeah, that's my solution. Yeah, but Jaro said no. It must be like this. Okay. I said why? And he said because of this. Okay, do it. And the funny was here is always fight between the designers and engineers, because engineers want to produce it cheap and efficient, and designers think artists.
Like artists, yes.
And he made me some sketches about the tail and whatever, and I said, yeah, but make it even more sharp. And he said, this is first time in my life that customer said me do it even more. Yeah. So we was really trying to do the best. Idea was we spent a lot of time with even with the shapes which people don't care too much, because we want to make Shark special. If you see it from 2 kilometers, you know that it is Shark.
Okay.
If you will come to the parking and there is 200 cars and there is one Ferrari, you see the Ferrari.
I see.
So we want the same Shark, like it is original.
I see what you mean. And this is really unique design,
Yes,
I would say.
absolutely.
From empennage, as you can see, from empennage and the nose.
We spent a lot of time, a lot of hours with the interior design. It's even very special. We had next designer for this, who was working 3 years on the interior. We made 3 mock-ups. We was tuning the details, let it is maximum comfortable, and so it's not normal in this category.
Okay. My question is, which aircraft we can walk around?
Whichever, yeah, this...
I mean, maybe some customers don't
yeah.
like to shoot this.
No, it's no problem. These are new aircrafts waiting for the delivery. This one, that one, this is belongs to my friend, so whatever we can do.
Tell us more a little bit about the airplane. So we can do like pre-flight inspection or whatever, just walk around and you can just point at some specific details, because this is the first time when I can see Shark in real life. I just saw it on the pictures before. And for me, it's it's a lot of unique features I can see right now, just from the first glance. The tandem, the seats, like in the Ferrari, as you said, it's like sport design, sport car design. I like this side stick on the right side. I like this throttle on the left side. It's returned me to my initial aircraft, Yak-52, when I had throttle on the left side and stick between my legs, but here it's a stick on the right, which is much more convenient for me. So it's kind of a lot of modern features. So just tell me a little bit more.
One of the important things is this. So even the adjustable seats, so we can fit inside girl 1.6 meters tall and as well guy over 2 meters tall, and they both adjust the head 3 centimeters below the glass, so you have ideal view out of the aircraft.
Okay.
So this is the purpose of this, together with adjustable seats.
And it's electrical or it's
no gas spring, like
gas spring?
like the office chair, the same system.
Okay.
So this is from the Shark is a beautiful view outside. It's even better than from the gliders. Because you sit really high and you see beautiful out. It's much better than on the side-by-side seating, because normally you don't see to the right.
And all production, all composite is here.
Yes.
This is your manufacturer, so you're not ordered it somewhere.
We will see it.
What kind of avionics you put here?
We installed Dynon till now. Now we are ready to start to work with the Garmin as well.
Because Dynon is cheaper?
There is not big difference. There are really two competitors which are very close, even with the price, even with the features and so on. Generally, Dynon was from the beginning focused to experimental market, so not certified instruments. So years ago when we started, there was Dynon on the market. Yeah, Garmin was not yet on this market, and then Garmin produced G3X to downgrade to enter this market, and now they are dominant producers, dominant on the market. There is next 10, maybe 20 companies which produce this type of instruments, but we stick to Dynon. I like Dynon. I flew even with the Garmin, but I don't like it very much because of layout and graphics and colors, and so I'm not fan of the Garmin, but people know the name, and I think when we will start to install Garmin, maybe more people will ask for Garmin because of the trademark, because of the name, because they know the name. That's all.
And standardization. The people who transition from Garmin, it's easy for them.
Yes, exactly. So this is why there is Dynon. I think it's great. We still have some requests about the classic instruments. But but this year we decided that we will cancel the offer of the classic instruments. Yeah? Immediately we have got a request for it, and I just explained our dealer in States that Jonathan, we produced 100 aircrafts. Only 5 of them was classic instruments, yeah. But we want it, Jonathan. It's the same like, but we don't install it. Why? Blah 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 blah. Imagine you will come to the shop and say to the guys, please give me black and white TV.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I see what you're talking
Sorry,
about.
we don't produce black and white TV.
Yes.
But okay, I am happy with black and white. Give me black and white. Sorry, no.
Okay.
This is exactly the same. Yeah, so. Idea is when you sit down and just put the hands like this, let you have controls in the hands. Yeah.
It works perfect.
And it's really comfortable. You can sit 4 or 5 hours and you are not tired.
4 or 5 hours. How long I can stay in the air with this aircraft? What is the max?
We have normally 150. We have 150 liters tanks. Consumption is 20 liters about. So you are 7.5 hours.
Really?
You can, if you go on the lower power, you can stay longer. Yeah, but that's not much sense. Yeah, so.
Nice. 7 hours in the air. And what speed I can have?
With this is 75% of Rotox power, 5,000 RPM, 26-inch pressure, and you have speed 270 kilometers per hour.
Which is
it
one
is
30?
I think 135 knots, something
Yeah,
like
130 knots. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's really cool. Okay. So the engine, we will go to the engine. So I believe it's a Rotox 914?
No, it's 912.
912?
912 carburetors.
Just normal carburetor?
Just standard Rotox.
Simple
Yeah, simple stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We of course think about next engines, IS about 914. Now we start work to install turbo. It will take some time. But for instance with Zara, I was happy that she has just standard engine.
Okay.
Because it's predictable, it's easy maintain, and
can I put some movie on the screen? Dynan allows this?
you can connect camera and you have picture of camera from camera here.
Perfect. And I see I have autopilot here.
Yes, sure.
So if I have autopilot, I just can put my favorite movie, for example, and I can just Top Gun. I will watch the Top Gun 45th time, and I will just relax. Yeah, actually, I'm not kidding. The seats is super comfortable. We're gonna fly anyway, but here on the ground, I feel like at home. It's good.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
People like to, even after the landing, people like to sit in and don't go out.
What I also noticed, we will check it out outside, but I can see here landing gear. So this is probably one of the aircraft in this category with retractable gear.
Yeah, if you want to make high-performing aircraft in this category, it's a game with the details, with the small numbers. And retractable gears give you 20, 30, 40 kilometers more.
Really?
If you do it good. Yeah. So Shark was designed from the beginning with retractable gears. We even don't offer the fixed gear.
Okay. Do you have any emergency extension procedures?
Sure.
So what is emergency extension force for the gear? Is it
We
just
have-
hydraulic release?
No. The system is electric.
Electrical?
And if you have failure of electric system, so you have to open emergency and you pull the handle, and it means that you unlock the system and it falls down.
Free fall.
Free fall weight, there is gas spring, and there is as well steel spring which locks. Yeah?
I see.
So there are 3 forces which act to open and lock the gears. And handle is here. Each leg is separate. There is one handle. There is front, and there is
okay.
You just pull and unlock the system, and it goes out. In the ultralights in Europe, parachute is in some country mandatory, but absolutely I recommend to fly with a parachute.
So it's a BRS system.
Yeah.
And this is the candle.
Not American BRS, but it is ballistic rescue system. BRS is trademark of the American company. This is a Czech produced Stratos Magnum. System is similar. There is a rocket which pulls out the parachute, and the whole aircraft is landing on the parachute in defined position.
Where is the parachute? In the front?
Is the front. There are 3 belts. 2 belts are on engine mount, and 1 belt goes here below the canopy on the rear touch point.
I see.
We had already one use of the parachute when the customer was over the forest, and there was a broken bolt on the propeller, and he lost 1 blade of the propeller.
No chance.
And he had no space to land, so he used the parachute. So
okay, this is the flaps control.
Yes.
Instead of switch, you have just buttons.
Because we have tandem, and there is a problem. If you have switch, you have to solve the master and slave and so on. This is just a momentary button, and whoever gives order, it works. The same it is with the landing
gears.
And
this is duplicated on the back,
yes,
on the
exactly.
back, on the rear cabin, right?
Whoever will press the button, it just goes.
Nice. Look at this. And I can go straight to 0. There is no any mechanical options.
There is no lever. It's a servo.
Servo control. Just electrical. I like the dyno. The picture is great.
Yeah, I like it as well. Yeah.
Okay. So what else? We have a gear lever. The gear is just
as well as a momentary button. Yeah, the same system. Yeah.
What is a movable ballast? I never seen this before.
This is because of the new 600 kilo category. This was not in the old aircraft. This is really new. In the new rules, we have quite difficult condition that on each seat in aircraft you must put 110 kilo person. And if we do it on the rear seat, we have problem with the CG.
Okay, it's rear CG.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was fighting with this 1 year, and this is final solution. We have ballast, 6 kilograms, which we put in the front or in the baggage, and this reduces CG travel about 4%, and then we are within the limits. So first you have visually, you see the ballast where it is. There is a red flag, not in this moment, and you have as well indication where it is. It must be in the front when you fly with a passenger, and it must be in the back when you fly solo. And
that's
all.
Do I need to move it manually?
It's manually.
This is just an indication. It's not
it's indication.
Control.
It's
just an indication. Okay.
It's a 30-second procedure to change it, so it's really simple.
I see. So this is just the buttons for controls. This is autopilot, as I can see.
This is simple autopilot, and this is Professor. Two possibilities what you can use. For me, VFR flying simple autopilot is enough, because you just activate it and it keeps the altitude and heading. And if you want to change the heading, you turn the knob. Aircraft is following, and you turn the altitude, and aircraft is just following.
That's it.
And for VFR flying, this is enough. You have here as well the Profi autopilot, which I don't know how to handle.
Okay.
I fly 6 years, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, actually,
I never needed it.
You have really important button, the level button. That's it. All you need to know is just level button, just in case if something happens, you always can level off and be happy.
I understand the autopilot like a very important safety feature, because it reduces the workload. of the pilot.
Sure.
You have no focus if aircraft is flying and where is flying, what altitude. You can focus on the communication and navigation and technical issues and write the notes, whatever. Yeah, and aircraft is safe flying.
Sure, this is absolutely right. And I can see on the prop lever, so the prop is controlled, right?
Yeah,
you have governor to control the prop.
We deliver. We try to deliver only adjustable props because we have huge speed range, and if you have prop for the cruise, so it is not efficient for the takeoff. So you have poor takeoff performance. There is for Shark is must adjustable prop, and this is hydraulic. This is classic hydraulic lever with the governor. We have as well electric props, which is knob.
Just controlled by knob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is just like a pocket.
Yeah.
I can put my iPhone here, something like that.
This is for iPad. Slot for the mobile is there, even with the charging. And here are the ports for the 12 volts, even 5 volt
USB,
charges. Yeah.
USB and standard automat.
These are the details.
Nice. Yeah, but all these details is pretty important, right?
Which makes the difference.
Exactly. This makes the difference. No AC. AC conditioner. Air conditioner,
no.
so you don't have any option.
No.
I'm just thinking about Florida. If I would like to fly the Shark in Florida, it's going to be hot.
Just climb, it will be solved.
About climb, what is the max altitude and what is the work altitude? What is the best altitude?
It's 912, so no turbo. So with the altitude you lose power. Yeah, so with the altitude you slightly lose even the speed, not much, but in the 10,000 feet it is about 10 kilometers slower than in the low altitude. Yeah, but we fly here VFR up to 10,000 feet.
Up to 10,000.
Yeah,
okay, that's it. But the max available.
We never test it.
You never tested, and it's not required for certification purposes.
No.
Okay. So it probably can climb up to 14, but you never know.
Yes.
Okay. Let me try to do this one. I'll shut down this one. Autopilot off. Landing gear control off. Trim off. Flaps control off. Radio off. AFIS dynamics off. Power down, and I can shut down this one, right?
Yes.
Here we go. Okay, let's.
Dynon has backup battery.
Yeah.
So if you have electric system failure, it will continue working. And this is backup instrument Oblo, which is again independent backup battery. So even with master off, it works on its battery. It will run minimum 1 hour, and it's full EFIS, so you have all flight data there. Yeah.
Yeah, I see this airspeed, altitude, ball, artificial horizon, the compass, everything is here, all in one, and vertical speed is also here. That's good. This is a gear.
You see the flag that the gears are locked. We have electronic indication, we have warning system, but we have as well window, and you see that leg is really locked. So whatever electric system makes, I teach the pilots in Shark always look to the gears and confirm yes, locked, and you can
do whatever you want.
Forget and you can continue for the landing.
I saw this mirror here. What this mirror does?
There's no mirror. It's again the window.
It's a window for the gear.
Yeah. You see again gears, and if you look,
I see the light.
It's illuminated flag because it's dark. So
it was my assumption. I decided it's a mirror, but then you talk about the window, and I said, okay, maybe this is the window.
Even here you see it's illuminated.
I see. Gotcha. No step.
This is anti-blondie sticker.
Anti-blondie sticker, yes.
But it don't work.
So on the rear cabin, we don't have the full instrument panel, right? Oh, it's there. My God. I didn't notice this.
If it is here, you have problem to enter aircraft.
Yeah, but you put this on the. Okay, cool. Nice. And I believe the flight from the rear seats is prohibited when you solo. When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
solo
yeah, solo is front seat.
It's front seat.
Yeah, because you have breakers and fuel selector and so on.
Is this baggage compartment?
Yes.
Can we see that? And what is behind? Just empty?
Empty, yeah. We can look just on the Velcro. You see the control system, ELT, brake kit, yeah. This is brake fluid.
And this is actuator for autopilot?
Elevator, yeah.
Yes. What I noticed here on all flight controls, on the ailerons and the flaps, on the vertical stabilizer, you always have these strips, right?
Yeah.
This is like aerodynamic feature.
This is a standard technology from the gliders. You close the gaps. Yeah.
Okay.
Everywhere you are playing with the details.
Yeah.
So this is about the details.
This is what I said to the video when you're absent. So it's like a small details, but it's really important. Making smooth. So the airplane certified for night flying or not?
No.
Night?
We have all needed for this, but normally ultralights are not allowed. We have one aircraft which is approved to fly night in Poland because there is under the normal authority, and they said, okay, if you will comply with the rules, you can do it. So we have already one flying.
What is your status in United States?
United States is not easy because we don't fit to LSA. So only chance what we can do there is experimental. And it means generally home built, yeah, so 51%. So in reality we are looking for dealer who would be willing to invest time and effort to solve the assembly in US, which is not so easy. Yeah.
So you're going to put the parts and somebody will assemble it?
We will deliver it in some stage of assembly, finalization, and it should have to be finalized in the States. Yeah, 51% rule. We know that most of the people, this is solved like builder assistance. Yeah, that serious company do it for the okay. You have to solve some houses because people are not willing to spend 3 years to build aircraft. They want to fly. Yeah? Today it's different situation here. So we are looking for partner who would be willing to go there to solve this. Yeah? We have a partner who sold. We have 3 aircraft flying in States. They are in experimental exhibition. There are some limits what you can do, where you can fly, and then you have ask authority if you won't fly. So it's limited. It's possible, but to reach the serious number in the state, we must solve this assembly in the States.
Okay, we will talk about that. My question is about the pricing. What is the price?
Now we are something slightly over 200,000 euro with full options.
200,000 with full options. Yeah. Okay, this is X price. Okay.
It's today is quite turbulent times because every month we get a price increase from the suppliers, so we have to react on this. So really this month is tough. Every month we go up with price because engine is more
inflation also.
Yeah. So it's not easy these days. Plus we have information that Dynon is not able to deliver displays.
All gaps closed. You see, guys, all gaps is protected by special something preamp. This is pretty standard cradle wheel. This is not really standard, what I can see here. What is this?
Spring.
It's additional or it's just mainspring?
It's mainspring.
Mainspring. And this is composite?
Yeah, glass fiber.
How strong is it?
900 megapascals.
So I can fly this airplane on rough runways, like non-unpaved grass, whatever. Is it unique or I never seen this before?
It's unique.
It's unique.
Yeah.
So it's like a know-how.
Yeah, here are solutions, all this kind of solutions on the light aircrafts, but we spent on it quite a lot of time.
I see. This is the oil. The standard stick for Rotox. The prop is wood comp, the wood prop.
It's a wooden core and the composite wrapped around. Yeah.
I like this concept. What is this?
This is a ballast.
Oh, this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So when you need to move this ballast, you just take it out?
Yeah, if you are double, you have it in front. If you are solo, you have to put it back.
What is the weight?
6 kilo.
That's it?
That's it.
And this 6 kilo moves the CG in the 4% back and forth?
Yeah.
Wow. And where you need to put it on the back?
Because aircraft is very light, yeah, so you have to solve it somehow.
And lock. Nice.
Finished.
Easy.
30 seconds.
All right.
You have switch, you see the position where you have it, let pilot is warned. We think about as well another warning that we will make switch on the seat and you will have combination which is not approved, you will have warning, but it's a little more complicated.
Yeah.
But already pilot have information what to do, so.
Would you like to move it back?
It's
Just
okay.
leave it here.
It's okay, no problem.
Let me try to do that.
Okay,
I'd like to move it back.
do it.
If I can handle 6 kilos. I see this idea the first time. It's actually a lot of things I can see the first time in the aircraft. I never seen before.
Still is here missing the flag, red flag, which will be here. So even if you have visual information that it is placed here.
I see.
This is one of next details. Each aircraft we deliver with a knife here. You just grab it and you have to.
So it's always in the right pocket.
Yeah.
So one pilot, one person can open the cowl, right? Because it's a small.
And we have ballast in front, so it's heavy.
I see. This is the squad switch for ballast information, right? So the squad switch show me if I have ballast in front or in the back.
Take it out now.
Rotox 912, right?
Yes.
Just normal carbureted engine, no injector, no turbocharge, simple as car engine. And but with gearbox.
This car engine 50 years ago.
50 years ago, but with gearbox.
Gearbox, yeah.
So this is the gearbox. A lot of people scare about gearbox because it's additional mechanical device on the engine, but I believe it's not a problem for Rotox.
Typical aircraft engines are high volume, low RPM. This Lycoming, Continental. Next possibility is this high RPM gearbox. So it's like American says that it's It's squirrel on steroids.
Squirrel on steroids. Okay, it's a really nice joke.
But Lycoming and cons, it's dinosaurs, yeah. So
Yeah, I agree.
It's like this, yeah.
So it's like a next generation of engines.
Yes. So we fly really for half, maybe 30% price of fuel with these engines.
Yeah, what is the fuel consumption? What you can see in real life?
When we fly 75%, we take 20 liters per hour.
20 liters, which is 5 gallons, 5.5. Yeah, at 3.8 liters per gallon. So it's about 5.5 gallons. Yeah, it's cheap. It's about $25 in the United States an hour. $25 an hour. Guys, $25.
And you fly 135 knots.
Yeah. And what about in Europe? The F-gas is really expensive, so you use more gas?
We use more gas. Rotox is more happy with more gas.
Well, yeah, I agree.
And today it's something 1.5 euro.
And you technically, as I remember, you can put automotive gas also, right?
Yeah.
B91 and
it's automotive gas. Standard. We take it to the barrels from gas station.
From the gas station.
Yeah. This is carburetors preheating. The hot water from the cooling system we take to the carburetors, and they are preheated to avoid the icing.
Nice. So I don't have any carb heat control anymore, like an Lycoming.
With this system you don't lose the power because you don't heat the air.
Right.
You heat just the body of carburetor. So generally in summer we close it, and in winter we open it. That's all.
I see. Yeah. I see. This is the small battery.
Yeah.
6 volts. It's still 12 volts.
12 volts.
12 volts.
It's something 4.5 ampere hours, but it's enough for the engine. It's less than 1 kilogram. Lithium technology again.
Wow.
We use it from the beginning of the project, and okay, it's more sensitive than platinum battery, but the weight difference is huge. Yeah, so you have here 7 kilo or 1 kilo, and for this category this is important. Yeah, so
yeah, I see.
And it's enough. I tested even the half battery of this, and it was enough. Enough for engine start.
Yeah, engine start is usually
and
easy on the Rotox.
Zara was flying with this normal standard battery all around the world. Siberia minus 25. It works.
No problem. Okay.
So.
Is this coolant?
Yeah, this is expansion. Normally here is on the engine, and if it boils, so this is expansion.
Expansion box. I see. So I'll just repeat it. So this is the final production line.
Yeah, this is final assembly and the maintenance. This aircraft will fly in about 1 week.
In about 1 week.
Yeah.
So from this condition to the final condition is just one week.
This is about 1 week work.
So no avionics here.
It's already there. They're just connecting the engine, install engine. So they're connecting already. Panel is here.
Panel is here.
Yeah.
So they just need to put seats inside.
Yeah, canopy, covers, parachute,
and the parachute is right here, right?
Yeah.
So this is the place for BRS system, and this is the
rocket.
The rocket. Yeah. This is the wing, right?
Sorry?
This is the wing.
Yes. Wing shells. Yeah.
So you do the lower part of wing, upper part, and then you glue it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What about
put spars inside and glue together?
What about fuel tanks? The
fuel tanks are in the wings.
It's a wet wing.
Yes. Yes.
So the wing itself is a fuel container.
Yes. Part is specially reinforced, more layers, painted with special color inside, like it is which is can hold the fuel. So
Excellent. Oh, this is the fuselage.
yeah, fuselage already again laminated shells, and they start to put the
Layers.
ribs and firewall and interior shell in it, and then they will close.
And they glue left and
together.
right, and they glue it all together, right?
And there is prepared already interior.
Oh,
This will go inside. And this is a game.
this is really light.
It's
What
about
is the weight?
12 kilo.
12 kilos.
Yeah.
It's really light. But it looks like supercar.
This is a mold. This is separated, painted, and in the mold they put the layers. This is already fuselage shell.
This is the first layer.
This is all shells. Yeah. Just they put here goes the spars and rib. There is again rib, interior shell, and then it will be closed.
Excellent. It's light. Really light.
It's less than 2 kilograms.
Yeah, it's great. So you can produce seats for supercars and rally cars. And
No.
Sport cars.
No,
No.
only for Shark.
Okay.
We have people which ask for the seat. If we sell them seat, we say yes with Shark.
With Shark. Okay. Sounds good.
It's a lot of work, lot of developing and so on. It's really our know-how, our specialty, so we will not give it out. We have painting cabin outside. This is for preparing for sanding and polishing space. Nazdar, kde sa stúla? Áno, jasné, no.
As far as I understand, we have few components already assembled here. It's a fuselage, the central part with the wings, and the cabin itself, right? So it's like all together right now.
Yes.
And all this all together assembling is in this hangar.
Yeah, there are produced composite parts, and here in the rough assembly we put it together. So you have to put it together. You have to adjust everything, glue the ribs and control system and landing gear brackets and motor couplings and so on.
How many airplanes per month you can produce?
We was 1 per month long time. Now we are pushing to increase it to 2 per month.
2 per month.
Yeah. Now they fit it together. You have to adjust the exact position of the wings. When it's fixed, they drill the holes for the main pins.
Oh, now guys, you can see how to build aircraft. You can start from production of the shell and production of the small pieces and assemble all together. Easy peasy. Everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, here you can see how to left side of the fuselage and the right side of the fuselage is glued all together. You see this line? This is how it's glued. Yeah, after final assembly you will not see this seam at all. So it will just disappear. It's actually disappear on the next stage. You can see the next stage of aircraft. And it's already disappeared. What is your, I don't know how to say, like in the Soviet Union, what is your base education?
Base education.
Yeah.
I am a mechanical engineer. I studied aircraft building.
So this is your
I exactly studied what I am doing.
Okay, I see.
Small light milling machines doing hard work.
So you can cut
These parts are for one aircraft.
all these parts for one aircraft.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I see why it's not so easy. I used to study as an aviation constructor in a school.
Yeah.
But I dropped and moved to IT. So now I'm just back to basics.
Yeah.
This is a panel.
Yeah, panel.
So this is template, and the machine just cut it.
We glue it.
Oh, you glue it all
we
together.
glue it. Yeah. Carbon and plywood.
How about fire? Is it fire protected? No problem.
So this not, we don't solve this. Not needed.
Nice. Okay guys, if you have any questions about aircraft and construction, some kind of specific details, put this in the comments. And we will ask Vladimir or somebody from Shark Factory to go to the comments and answer these questions. And I think we're really familiar with aircraft right now, and let's go fly. Is it the same brakes system like an Cessna 172?
I have toe brakes in the front.
Yeah.
And on the rear seat for the instructor is the central brake is handle.
The central.
On the left side you have throttle, propeller, and below is the brake.
Oh, it's a brake, I see.
Yeah. Okay, we will test the prop. So go to a high RPM.
Did you hold the brakes?
Yeah, I hold the brake. Okay. 4,500. We will change the governor. Need to change the oil in the governor. You can give slowly full throttle, keep the direction.
What is rotation speed?
At 50 km per hour you can 50-60 you can lift the front wheel a little and keep it just then when we speed up release it slightly, yeah, that we don't increase the angle, yeah, and it will take off. You have to do nothing, yeah. You can go. Lift a little, not much. Okay, we are airborne. Keep it a little release to take the speed. Okay, you can lift the wheels and close the flaps.
Okay, gear up.
Gear up, push up. Okay, it's retracting.
Do I need to reduce power?
Yeah, you can reduce a little pressure and you can reduce RPM.
Okay, what kind of maneuvers is allowable in this aircraft? What is the max bank, for example?
Max what? Bank?
Yeah, max bank.
Officially some, but you can do what you like, yeah.
Like 60 degrees is
no
possible?
Problem, absolutely no problem.
Sure. Okay, we'll see. And autopilot control only on your front seat, right?
Sorry, autopilot? No, even in the rear. You have full control. If you on this thumb you have a small button. If you keep it a while, for 5 seconds, it will switch on the autopilot.
Oh, cool. Okay. What is the max G?
It will make warning, I think, about at 3. We have maneuvering 4, and gas load is something 5.
It's like a sport aircraft.
Yeah, it's agile.
Really maneuverable.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed. What is the slow speed? What is the minimum controllable speed on this aircraft?
Okay, reduce throttle, keep it in horizontal. Go to 0 with throttle. Go to 0, yeah, fully 0, and keep it in horizontal. We will get first warning from the landing gears, then we will start to get warning from the dynon, and then we will be close to stall. Go down, go down. Keep it. This is gears. This is dynon.
Kilometer.
and it starts to shake now a little. Yeah, you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, this is really close to the stall.
But it's not stolen, actually.
Ah, you just release and you can fly.
Excellent, you see. It's really good performances. The stall was about 75, 78 kilometers, is it right?
Yeah, indicated, yeah.
Looking
It's
good.
true airspeed is a little higher, but it's close like this, without the flaps.
Okay, and now I'm flying 176 kilometers, which is 100 knots, right?
Yeah.
And this is my 24 manifold pressure. If I will increase to 26, I just would like to check the horizontal performances.
So I recommend switch on the autopilot.
So, say again how I can find it.
On the stick you see in the front up.
Yes.
Yeah, so the press the knob 5 seconds. Okay, release. It's activated.
On altitude and on track, right?
Yeah, now it will keep the altitude and direction.
Okay, so I can change the altitude.
If you press the left button on the dynon,
Yes, I press
you
it.
go to menu, and you can switch to track or altitude, and you can change.
Look at this. This is amazing.
I have hardware display here for this, but on the rear you can go via the screen.
So I can, okay, I see. I just start climbing, 500 feet per minute. Okay. I would like to change the course. Track, actually.
Yeah, and turn to the knob, and aircraft will follow the line.
Perfect. I would like to fly this guy manually, so just one press on the AP.
Autopilot.
Autopilot off.
Now we have something 155 knots.
Yeah, look at this. 273 kilometers an hour, 155 knots.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Check canopy latch.
I see you like the sport flying. Can I have control?
Yeah, just a moment, I will.
I'll do the same. I'll do the same low pass.
Okay, your control.
My control. This is what I usually do on my extra.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Gentle, this is not aerobatic aircraft, so
I
gentle
know.
pull.
Check canopy latch.
This is so cool.
And just adjust positive G's, yeah? Because it's carburetor, so it can do the loops and barrel rolls and everything easy. Just you have to stay on the plus G.
So we can do barrel roll?
It's not legal here.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not the trained for this. So.
But you think it's possible, right?
Not I think, I know that it's possible because I had a guy who did it with me. So.
I see.
Israeli F-16 ex leader of formation.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Yeah, we can do barrel roll, but we don't have enough ceiling. I need about 5,000 to do that, just to be on the safe side. So, what is the landing procedures? The full prop forward, right?
Reduce the speed to 130.
130, okay.
Give it to the idle. Okay. Wait for 130. Then gears down. You can go, gears down.
Gear down.
Okay. Keep the speed. Okay, open flaps 1.
Flaps
Keep
1.
120. Keep 120 flaps 1, okay. And try to keep it 120. You can turn final.
I can see 3 greens, which is good.
Okay, 3 greens. Left locked, front locked, right locked.
It's really like a...
I recommend to stay higher.
Okay.
Because it has very good angle for the descending with the flaps, so... Okay, reduce little, not much. Little higher, we are too low. You can land like this.
We don't need flaps 2?
No need.
Okay.
Too high. Go down. Dobre, okay. Touchdown, great.
Nice.
Okay, I will give throttle, yeah?
Yep.
Touch and go. Your control.
My control.
Lift, airborne. Okay, you can retract the gears.
Gear up.
Flaps up. Flaps up, okay.
So you would like to do full flaps landing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Reduce to 130.
Okay. Okay, gears down.
Gear down.
You can start to turn.
Okay. Full RPM, right?
Check gear.
Yeah.
Go to full RPM.
Okay. Locked, front locked, right locked. We are too low. I take control, yeah?
I'll take it. I'll fix it.
Stanica prevádzka Oscar Mike Sierra Kilo Alfa, dobrý deň, Cessna 150 od Jablonice 1700 feetov na 1028 a pokračujem na priame priblíženie dráha 30.
Shark po pristáti a práve uvoľňujeme.
Guys, just landed on this perfect, beautiful aircraft named Shark. As you can see, it looks like Shark. It's and it's fly like Shark. It's really fast, really maneuverable, and really dynamic. As a robotic pilot, I really enjoyed the maneuverability of this aircraft. I did steep turns about like 80 degrees, maybe close to 90 degrees. Amazing. So it's a stable, maneuverable, really aggressive airplane for pilots like me. But it's also really good for pilots who want to cruise somewhere, because in a cruise flight, we just reach the speed about 150, 160 knots with fuel consumption rate about 6 gallons. It's amazing result. Of course, it's an aircraft for 1, max 2 passengers, so it's like a plane egoist. You can fly solo, but for solo flying between point A and point B, you can stay in the air for 7 hours with speed 150 knots, which gives you range more than 1,000 miles. Amazing result. Landing is absolutely easy, so everybody can land this airplane, believe me. Who flew on Cessna 172, you definitely can land Shark. And as you know, the Shark is just complete around the world record with the youngest woman in the world named Zara. So you can find these links below my video and see this all information about this world record flight. And well, this is an amazing airplane. I just would like to wish the best luck with sales, and I believe this airplane has a really nice future. Stay tuned on my channel, subscribe below. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments, we will ask. somebody from Shark manufacturer to answer your questions. Bye.